Hello and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Marta. Today is the 17th of January and I have some rather unfortunate news regarding H1Z1, which of course is Sony's zombie MMO, which launched in alpha yesterday on Steam Early Access. Now, despite the fact that it has only been out in Early Access for one day, it's already mired in controversy and backlash. Now, a small part of this is basically down to the usual MMO problems of servers not being up to snuff and many people being, well, not being able to log in. Not exactly good when you've dropped about £15 or $20 on an early build of a free-to-play title. Still, kind of to be expected, so as annoying as that is, that's not actually the big problem here. The bigger problem that many people have with the game is the arguably pay-to-win microtransactions in the form of air supply drops which contain guns or ammo. Now, this understandably came as a rather big shock to many people, as the president of Sony Online Entertainment, John Smedley, was pretty damn adamant last spring that they wouldn't be having the option to purchase items such as guns, food or ammo. And complaints against the airdrops was actually so commonplace that Sony is actually now offering refunds to anyone who feels misled. And Smedley said via Reddit, quote, "If you feel like the airdrops are an issue for you, you may immediately request a refund to B. Wilcox at soe.sony.com. However, he did note that you better act fast, as the offer only runs till Monday, and it only applies to anyone who purchased the game as of 10:30 AM Pacific on the 16th of January, so yesterday basically. And he did note that this is going through Sony, not Steam, which means that it might take them a couple of days to get you the refund. Now, despite the fact that there's a huge amount of backlash, Smedley is actually pretty damn adamant that the airdrops are actually a miscommunication rather than an outright lie. And he took to Reddit to explain his side of the story. Quote, "We've been showing it, the airdrops, clearly in all of the streams we have been doing. I made a point of personally doing it during last Friday's streams. We want them to be server events, so make sure the whole server knows they're coming and have personally been killed many times after I paid for them myself. So I fundamentally disagree with the argument in terms of us not being honest about it, untrue to an extreme. Quoting an 8-month-old Reddit post after numerous streams and interviews where we've been quite public and putting it front and centre in our what to expect document, which was right on the purchase page, just makes this blatantly unfair, in my opinion. So if you think it's pay to win, don't buy it, don't play it, but I have to say wait until you've personally tried them before making the call. We included airdrops in both the $20 and the $40 versions just so you can see for yourselves. But to clear up the misconceptions, you cannot call in airdrops until the servers are 1/4 full. You can't call in airdrops without generating a ton of zombie heat. The airdrops are random in what they deliver. You are not guaranteed to get a single thing out of the airdrop you called in. You could die trying and you're out the money. We fly the plane in very slowly and loudly. We also stream green smoke from it so you can see them very far away. This is all I'm going to say on the subject. We've been straight about it, we've called attention to it publicly, and it's something we decided we want in the game. It makes it more fun, it can shake things up. Please don't judge based on knee-jerk reactions. Try it, or watch more streams of people doing it." Now, with all that being said, we're going to be making some big changes to them in the next day or so. Dramatically widening the radius they come in, it's too small from what we're observing, and making sure the chance for guns is a much lower chance than they are, so they are much more rare. And also they're going to be upping the minimum number of people on a server to even allow airdrops. It's at 50 right now and we're going to at least double it. We're serious about this being server event and contested, and they're even going to make the plane fly slower. Now, people are understandably upset, and I can kind of see why. I've got a Reddit post open and I'm going to link it in the description below this video, in which John Smedley said, quote, "We're landing in a place I think makes all of us happy. There will be crates with only cosmetic stuff in them. Anything that matters to your survival will be done as recipes, so you have to go out and get the stuff for it rather than us handing it to you." So, that's pretty clear. That says to me, no guns, food or ammo or anything vital being paid for. And he also said similar statements previously. Now, another statement from him here in which he is speaking about what will supposedly not be sold: ammo, food and water, and he went on to say, quote, "That's kind of the whole game and it would suck in our opinion if we did that." And yet he's claiming that he never said these things and that it's a miscommunication. The thing is, let's just put that aside just for the moment and just say that from the beginning they were clear, even though they pretty much weren't. It's actually kind of bad that you can pay money and not get anything for it. So like, say I call down an airdrop and it has nothing in it. What if I just paid my £3 or whatever for? Or if I get it then die and someone else gets it without having to pay for it? That actually makes it a lot worse. You can argue, oh, that doesn't make it pay to win. No, that just means I'm wasting my money. Why would I put any money into it if I'm not going to even get anything from it? The microtransactions shouldn't be in there in the first place, at least not in this fashion. To not even get anything for your money is absolutely ridiculous. Now, if to call in cosmetic items or pay for stuff like that, and find survival items, regardless on the map, whether or not you've paid or not, that would be more fair. And to be honest, it does seem like they have made comments and now they've gone back on those comments. To be honest, that's exactly how it's coming across to me. You can't say there'll be only cosmetic stuff in the crates and it will be dumb if we made you pay for ammo and then say that it's our fault that we're getting upset over the fact that these things have been included as microtransactions when you said you wouldn't. So the whole thing is just a bit of a mess, and to be honest, it's only been out a day and this is already escalating extremely quickly, and if this is how they're going to keep on, I don't think H1Z1 is going to do amazingly, to be honest, because, well, people are very much wise to this thing now. You might have been able to get away with this a little while ago, but not anymore. People have been burned way too many times by free-to-play and microtransactions. So I don't think this is going to go too well for Sony. They should not have the option to buy guns and ammo in any fashion. The fact that it's a random drop or that someone else can steal it makes it worse. It means someone's throwing their money at the screen and basically crossing their fingers and hoping that they'll get something in return for it. And if they do, they might get something awesome or they might not, but they shouldn't be able to get a gun ever at all. So yeah, not great. I'll put a couple of links in the description below this video with the sources for the comments regarding the John Smedley's comments previously, about the not being able to buy ammo, blah blah blah. A couple of links will be in the description below this video. Do let me know your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.